Okay, I started this bed yesterday. It was doing great until it come time to go to my great-grandson's baseball game. Now, you got a choice between family and gardening. I reckon family wins. Anyway, fast take-up. Here's what I did. Came out here and I cleaned up the bed, raked up all the old dead grass that was growing in there, threw it right back in the bed, wet it down real good, put a layer of leaves and pine straw and, well, you see it. It's all over the yard, the leaves from the trees. Now, since I had to stop yesterday at this point right here, okay, I come back this morning, took my lawnmower, chopped up leaves, cut the grass, and run it in piles. Then I come back with my Craftsman rake. Look at the leaves, chopped up, ready to go. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this bed full of leaves and wet it down heavy and leave it alone. That cardboard will hold the moisture. That cardboard is killing the grass underneath it, which I didn't kill or take out of the bed. I just left it laying. The roots are rot. There's holes into the ground. These roots will have places to go. That cardboard's pulling the worms in off this big oak tree right there and right over here. And those worms start eating that cardboard, eating them dead leaves, and this garden will take off like a bullet. All right? And I won't have to mess with it, people. That's going to be almost 100% maintenance free. Like I said, the cardboard retains moisture. Hey, what do I need to do? There's no grass going to grow. That cardboard stopped that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to stay here and watch it grow and laugh. Low maintenance, people. Plus, those herbs will make my bees mighty happy, I hope. Here's the finished product, people. See the leaves on top of that cardboard? On top of the old dead grass I just cut and left laying in there? That bed's gonna be maintenance free. I don't have to water it. Well, maybe sometimes. The basic maintenance is come around the edges with the weed eater and trim it. Now, if you'll notice, over here, kind of let it go. You see it, winter, let the stuff pile up. The old stalks you see in there is okra, old okra stalks. Now here's the thing. My bees are looking good. They are really looking good. Time to take the sunscreen, the shade screen, and get it back on these poles. Cover my bees up here. Get all this insulation off the hive, give it ventilation. And then a couple of 2 or 3 more weeks, I'm gonna split this hive. I'm gonna split it 3 ways. That'll give me 5 hives. Yeah, 3. Yeah, 5. This year I ought to get some honey. I have sold every bit of honey I had. In fact, I don't have any. I sold all my honey. Isn't that something? Here I am with bees and don't have any honey. People love it. They buy it by the gallons. Anyway, I'm gonna get in here and clean this up, clean all this up. I think I'm gonna come back in these beds and plant something, I don't know, something that the bees will like. Try to get that done for them, make them happy. Because happy bees, plenty of honey. I said, as I rake these leaves up, I go to that's my ginger. That's ginger. I'm not sure, I think this is turmeric. That's ginger, and that's ginger. Now, every year, as I rake these leaves, I put a layer every year. And as summer goes and winter starts, I cut the ginger down and drop it. Drop it right back on top. See here? Hard to see, but it's coming out. Ooh, and you talking about a ginger smell. Look at that. Oh, I'm proud of my ginger. I make ginger tea. I make hot ginger. I make all kind of ginger. Now this is one of my older buckets. I'm at youngest, and it's not doing so good. Get all this trash out of here. Notice I just pull it up, drop it right back on top. It's not enough there to go through a heat, but it decays right on back down into the ginger. Now what I'm gonna do, take some of these leaves and, I'm not gonna put a real heavy layer. I'm gonna throw a little in there. Every year you do that. And it keeps replenishing your soil. Now, in question, I should have videoed this one before I put the leaves, but look at the leaves. Every year, look at them. Look at them. That's every year. I can grow rocks in that. That thing must be, I don't know, 20 years old. I can grow rocks in there. Even in my buckets. Notice. I come in every year. I want to show you this. Every year I pull this. See here? But look at that. Look at that. Look down in here. Look at that. That's every year. I pull this grass out, shake it off, throw it on the ground. People, it's not rocket science. It's work with your soil. I don't care if you're in raised beds or what. Look at that, every year. See the grass and the leaves? And look, just dig in there. Look how black that is. I'll be dead young. I must have had ginger in here at one time. Oh, okay. Anyway, here's what I do. There's my leaves. There's my bucket. And here is the finished product. Every year I do that. I forgot to tell you, as I'm pulling the grass and setting my little buckets up or whatever, I might not even use them this year, but they're ready. I will throw a few worms in there, in each one of them. And you notice, every year this, grass, leaves, look at this, people. Look at that. Now what I'll do is I'll cover this up with leaves, as per these. And I'll wet them down real good, and then I'll throw some worms in there. And I'll tell you what, baby. That is some rich dirt. I can plant anything I want. When I say everything gets a dose of leaves every year, look at my blueberries. Look at the little black bees. Quick tip. See that black bee right there? That black bee can pollinate blueberries. A honeybee, which I have a bunch of them, can get some pollen off that blueberry, but they cannot pollinate it like a black bee. A black bee will land on that flower right there and start buzzing at a certain temperature, how you say it, a certain frequency, frequency. That frequency makes that flower open up and that bee can get in there. So without your black native bees, you can have trouble with your blueberries. That's why I have pollinator houses all over my yard. Okay, when I say everything gets a coat of leaves, I mean everything gets leaves. See my little white pipe? Deep water for the roots. There's nothing over there, barely hard to see, but it's there. That's deep water for the roots. Every year, these blueberries get these leaves. And every year, at the right time, they get a mild dose of vinegar. And they kick in gear. I got blueberries you won't believe.